right, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're live on YouTube. Good morning.
You doing it on Instagram too?
Yes. Good morning, YouTube. Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, live on IG. Oh,
Let's go.
good morning, IG. Okay, last but not least. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Live on X.
Actually, let me close the door. Fuck, I forgot to close the door. Damn it. Because my... There we go. Nice and quiet.
Okay, good. Post. Let me post this. Let me repost it. Okay, top post on X. Show's pinned. Let's get going. I'll see you in 5 minutes.
You telling me that? No?
Yeah. Starting the opening song.
Shame when a woman spends all her time alone. When I am perfectly willing to give her everything she needs. I don't care about her past. I don't care what she's been through. I just wanna feel one night with good love, baby. That's all I wanna do. So baby, if you got that feeling, well, I wanna give you that midnight healing. You know what I'm talking about, yeah. Just turn the lights down low. Come right on over here to me. I know you don't want no commitments, baby. I just wanna set your body free. And I don't care what's going on in the night outside my door. I just wanna get your head right, baby. Give you all the love I got for sure. So baby, if you've got that feeling, you know I wanna give you that
All right. Good morning, everybody. Check, check. Just doing a mic check. Let me make sure all my mics are on point. And make sure all my tech is going right. Good morning, everyone. It's been a while since we've done an early show on a Friday.
That's right.
Let me put this over here. All right, I think we're good to go here. Oh, yeah, Mike's good. Good. Oh, shit. Make sure I'm not. Okay. Just kicked over my water. I guarantee you I slip on that in the middle of the show. You're gonna see me. All right. What's good, y'all? So, we got a recap show. We got a reoccurring guest. This guest is she is very familiar with HOP. She was actually one of the first guests. She was suggested to me by Son, way back when we first started, and she is not only a good friend, a good confidant, a good person that I always talk to behind the scenes. But I'm a huge fan of her and her art. So without further ado, I want to welcome her back to the show. I think it is actually might be her fourth time, which I probably shouldn't have said that, Anna, because now Josh is going to get all upset. And oh, man, I'm like a mess over here. And he's going to be like, that's it. I need to come on another time. I have the record. All right, hang on. What's up, Anna? Say hello to everybody.
GM, happy Friday, TGIF. I know. Friday naturally is my favorite day of the week, even though I do like Mondays too, honestly, because Friday is a good day. It really is a good day. And our fourth time you interviewing me, Marc, like what an honor and thrill, to be honest with you. I remember we had a really brilliant show. Hold on, during last Christmas.
Yeah,
When
that's
I
right. Anna, you ended the year. And I haven't talked to you in like 8-9 months. We haven't had you on the show in a long time.
I haven't been on your show. That is very true. Lots of different things did happen this year in 2025. But I really want to just quickly go back in time and just quickly say it was really fun to be interviewed in your last episode of 2024. When I was on the cruise, I was just chilling in my cabin when some people tuned in. I was there too, and just kind of commemorate what how 2024 really landed for us, in all the good that happened. I don't ever focus on the negative. I try to always bring, as you already know, Marc, as you already know, I bring utmost positivity. And if I have nothing positive to say, trust me, you will not see my face anywhere. I will literally hide in my closet.
Well, I busted out something special.
Oh God, you diving in right here, right now. Oh my!
I'm not gonna say much because I'm gonna let you. I'm not gonna just not gonna say anything, but it'd be something between me and you. Usually, I have Zapata's little palometa sitting here, but I felt like today I needed to have this. You asked me a question earlier. You said, "Where did I get this?" This is straight from St. Petersburg. I have a friend.
I know. Hold on, Marisa Kalata brought it to you.
No. I had a friend. I have a friend, very close friend. I met her in Netherlands. We also Thailand, but she gave this to me the first time we met in the Netherlands. And it's always been here. And I just thought it was appropriate to bring it out for this show. So
that's right.
If you want to know where the the idea came from. So
From you.
yeah,
From you, my friend.
A little something here. So Anna, let's get started. Why don't you introduce yourself to everybody? Not that X knows you, but I don't. Let's get you out there to the world. Why don't you introduce yourself? Let everybody know a little bit about your art, the type of art that you create, and then your place. Obviously, you're a very big force in the NFT world. Um, with digital art and digital art collectibles. But yeah, why don't you do the introduction and let everybody know who you are, Anna. Go ahead.
Well, GM, everybody. Happy Friday once again. I'm Anna Zubarev. As you know, I am a self-taught artist. I don't have a script. I did not want to go off the script, preparing to talk about who I truly am, because it's a journey of itself. It's a story that unfolds through the journey of years becoming and getting here and becoming who I am today. I think everything in life naturally happens for a reason. I think every journey of things that did happen to me in life actually took me to where I am today. So therefore, I do believe in the things that do happen in life happen for a good reason, whether they're good things or bad things. People coming in your life and teaching you a great lesson. But I'm not here to talk about the lessons. I'm here to talk about myself. Once again, everybody, I'm Anna Zarev, also known as Untangled Art Story. I do have an account on Instagram where my artistic journey has started, actually. Um, and Going back to 2018, dabbling into artistic journey at the end of 2018, um, I began creating things with ink, and I've always been fascinated with creating using pens or pencils, right? Something about monochrome style artworks always fascinated me. Ever since I can remember, especially if I would see something highly detailed, I would just be mesmerized. And um, and then in 2021, I was onboarded by a friend who I've met on Instagram on Web3, and ever since I've been actually here, very much so present. The story unfolded for me in so many beautiful ways. So many beautiful connections have happened, and so many great lessons occurred in my journey. And I think the journey is ever so unfolding for all of us here, including myself, where the connections, the experiences, traveling to different events, right? I've been to NFT NYC, I've been to Miami Art Week. Some people call it Art Basel, but Art Basel is not part of it's not just that. I'd like to say that again because the nuances do matter. It is the Art Week in Miami. Art Basel is part of it, but it's not the it show because there's many other ones, as you know it, Mark. Um, One of the greatest things that did happen for me for the first in 2.5 years of me being a Web3 artist, I became a Hall of Fame artist in Non Origin, which the platform was my beloved platform where I love to mint my art at, right? With generating over 400 sales. After which they did name me a Hall of Fame artist, and that was pretty remarkable. And it's still probably one of the biggest achievements for me personally. And of course, ever since then, I've created many other remarkable artworks. And if I can go back and think about some of the highlights of the last 4 years, me being in the Web3, honestly, was actually meeting Ali Sabat, who is my greatest inspiration. I love him dearly. He is one of the most inspiring artists for me personally. Not only artist, but he is a humble human being, and for me, humility, I relate to the people that have the humility. I can never relate to the cockiness of the personalities. I can never relate to that because, being born in Soviet Union, humility and humbleness is what I'm all about because I do come from very humble beginnings, and super going through the immigration journey here. Obviously, I've been here since shit 3 fucking decades. Excuse my French, but it's been a journey of itself. Let's just say that. And What else I can say about me? I'm once again self-taught artist. I create monochrome style artworks that are intuitively created. That's how I like it. I never found a drive to create anything that has humans in it or some kind of landscapes, even though I'm a big fan of flowers, right? Flowers is my biggest muse to my creations because floral motifs in my artworks always could be seen, either a teeny tiny flower or a big one, or throughout the entire artwork. You could always find these floral motifs. But most importantly, my art is completely filled. I love to fill the pages with my art in my style. Once again, going back to my style, I dabbled initially into Zentangle form style of creating my artworks, and from then on, I began just using Zentangle elements to express my creations. Some people could be call this maybe doodling art or whatever, whatnot, right? For me, it's Zen doodling because it's Zentangle and doodling. So it's cohesive, maybe not cohesive, but um, it's a way of releasing and disconnecting from the world, if you know what I mean, Mark. For me personally, when I'm in the process of creating my pieces, is literally it's me, myself, and I. There's nothing else. There's no one else around me besides just this desk where I sit, the lamp above my desk, maybe sometimes fresh flowers that I like to have on my desk that give me a peace and a joy in my mind. But most importantly, it's those things that make me uh, kind of release and go with the flow of creating my artworks. I don't know. I'm sure I've missed many other important aspects, but like I said, my art has been exhibited in NFT NYC, Miami, and several different countries like I don't know, UAE, in Dubai, Bucharest, right? It has been exhibited in Costa Rica. It has been exhibited in Colombia, to name a few. But probably um, notion of it all. When I tell my mom, I'm like, Ma, guess what? My art has been in such and such place, and she's fascinated by it. But I think the one of the most remarkable exhibitions for me, well, not exhibitions per se, but visibility, is obviously in New York City Times Square billboard, because I once lived in New York and I once worked in Manhattan, and thinking about it, like maybe a coworker or two got to see the billboard of Anna Zubarev, and I'm like, shit, imagine how would they think about that. But anyways, that's just like a personal touch of uh, of excitement on that note. But yes, that's a little bit in a nutshell about me.
Anna, just not a success. I got so many thoughts. I got to make sure I get them all. Not only just a successful artist, Anna, but one of the things that always stands out about you to me that has over the time is successful on social media as well. To me, you're a beast on social media. You did TikTok, from TikTok to IG. You have a very strong following. If the algorithm isn't giving you a hard time, you have quite a you've collected quite a fan base out there for yourself, which is what I find to be an artist's greatest challenge. And you never seem to have a problem marketing yourself. And if anything, you are an artist at marketing and social media as well, because it's not easy to accomplish the type of numbers that you've accomplished. And we all know that you could create the best art in the world, but if you don't get eyes on it, if people don't see it, um, how does anybody know you exist? Now, I find this, I know we've gone back and forth before about this show, and it was like, well, what are we going to talk about? And as I said, I don't think we ever have a problem having a conversation. I'm like, let's just jump on and see what comes out. But I do have a direction here. I do, as you can see, I do have a direction here. And I'm not pulling punches because um, I feel like a good direction for this show and this conversation right now is artist block, right? Artist block. And I think this is a perfect conversation for you, especially if you were to piece together your history of your shows. You know, we have your origin show. We have a show where we even got to get to know you more, a social media show. And then we did a recap at the end of last year. And now here we are 8, 9 months later, right? And so um, here you are heavily coming along in your artistic career. And if I remember back to the beginning shows, I really wish I could like dig these clips up. I wish I had a producer where I could be like, yo, give me that clip of Anna right now where she said she would never make a color. No, Marc, I will never add color to my art. I will never do this. I will never do that. I would bring that clip up and be like, Anna, tell me what you think about this clip right now. And I would play that clip for you. And now here we are. And in a way, I think collabs with Sun were phenomenal. I think that brought a lot of color into your artwork and your style. You have a very distinct style. But not only that, I have seen color now into your artwork. I have seen the drips. I have seen the drip posts. I have seen the art expand and evolve. And now I have seen new inks enter the artwork. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, like kids rub their eyes and see Santa. That's what so sometimes your post comes down the timeline and I'm like, wait a second here. I'm like, what's going on here? Right? So something, and I think, we've had conversations in the past. And
Mark, I know where you're going with
right.
this.
And
I know where you're going. Hold on.
I don't,
But there's a lot to unfold. I wanna take us back. Take us back because I really do. I really do. I quickly want to dive into Instagram because not a lot of people understand. Yes, they want that crazy numbers. For me, Mark, it's not about the crazy numbers, to be honest with you. It has always been about connection. For me, when I started my Instagram page, it was not about achieving these crazy numbers. Yeah, they are great, right? But, but my Instagram has been created by me at the end of 2018 for the sheer notion of documenting my art journey. I swear to you, Mark. Uh, I've met sheer number of people that I've connected with, and I've built friendships, virtual friendships with these people. Once again, one of them I've met who onboarded me onto Web3. Like, right? Then I've met other people from all different parts of the world: Malaysia, Indonesia, Asia, India, whatever, you name it. Obviously, Russia due to Web3. I've met a crazy list amount of uh, people on Instagram that I've connected with. And I honestly, there's one particular girl, she is from Russia, from Siberia, actually, but she lives, I believe, in Dominican Republic, and she inspires the shit out of me. And she's also documenting her stuff. She creates phenomenal art, right? She's doing Inktober right now, and I'm like blown away. But here's the most important part for me. Most important part, going back to Instagram: create art that makes you happy. That's number one. Release your emotions into the art you create and make sure when you do write about it, because at the beginning of Instagram journey was incredibly important for me to capture my emotions onto the captions of the posts. And that is something I don't take ever lightly. I don't just write, oh, here's the new artwork, boom, that's it. Put in hashtags, I'm out of there. No, I don't do that. If you take any of my posts, you could always read something that comes from here. It really comes from here. So I think that's one of the most important aspects of things. And once again, I do want to uh, make a highlight of the amazing friendships I've made on Instagram, the connections that fulfill me. Not only these people, not only I write and give compliments to these people, right? It's it takes two to tango at any possible way, right? But I do want to highlight this incredible part. Some people have this expectancy because you have such numbers, you could show up for them, but they will not show up for you. Well, guess what? It doesn't work like that in life in general. What you give away, you get to keep. So I think it's incredibly important to recognize what you do for others will return to you in handful, right? Or whatever that saying is. But that is important because sometimes I get these private DMs. I do have a filter on my DMs where people have these crazy expectations. Oh, can you like my post? Can you comment on my post? You know how irritating that is? I mean, when was the last time you, not you, Mark, but the other people who are asking me for these silly things, ask me, oh, when was the last time they gave me not even emoji? Like, bro, So it's incredibly important to recognize social media is for socializing. It's for you to share your life about whatever niche, whatever topic you are into. So I think people are lacking these understandings about social media. For me, I've always been a very, very social person. I love to talk to people. I love to get to know people. So social media is about all that. So I think it was important to talk about that stuff. Then going back to what you said about I will never create my art in color. So I'm diving into that part now. So yes, it's that very true, very true. I said that. I said no. I
I'm just quoting here, Anna. That's
please be my guest.
so
I
I remember that like yesterday because I was sitting there like, man, what if she like integrated like reds and purples and this shit would look wild, like, and
uh,
I remember saying it and you were like, never, Mark, never will you ever see me integrate color in my art. Don't even. That's blasphemy. And I'm like, all right,
it
Anna,
is
no problem.
crazy. It is crazy to think about, Mark, because color has always been very much so present in my life. When once again, even though this background is fake, it's not me, but it looks very nice. And I did put in some interesting. I mean, it came. These are not my artworks, just to give a disclaimer.
I'm just
But
waiting for the show from the pickleball court, Anna. That's what I'm waiting for.
well, well, yes, that needs to happen. Funny thing is, literally right before you started your space, excuse me, your live stream, a friend of mine who I recently met on pickleball court, a Russian dude, um, he texted me on WhatsApp, and so I texted him the link on Instagram so he could watch it, and he said he's watching it, but anyways, um, I've always, I really love my connections because in life it's not what you know, it's who you know, and I'm not saying this from the selfish way of getting something out of these connections. For me, it's much deeper than that. I think the connection me and you have gives me something tremendous. Having a conversation, fluid conversation with you, always fascinating me because me and you can go on the phone call for at least 2 hours, the minimum. And that started like what 2 years ago or something like that because Sun connected me to you. So like I said, it's not who you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So thank you to San for introducing me to you, which led me to these beautiful uh, wisdoms by you, Mark. Truly, truly. You're really wise, my friend. And not only that, I'm happy to say that we also have a very important connection. You live in New York. I'm from New York, so that's incredibly important to recognize as well. So yes, I definitely vibe with you on the page of being from New York. I still, on my ex profile, I do have this statement, in geolocation. I state in there that uh, I have New York state of mind. I really, really do because I am a New Yorker for a long, long time. I mean, more than half of my life. I've lived in New York. So New York is literally my beloved city. Not the people who rule New York, unfortunately, as you know it, Mark. Uh, but it's the heart and soul comes from New York. Jesus Christ, this notification. Sorry about that. I cannot mute them because you are on my laptop speaker. So please forgive me if you hear those text
No, no,
notifications.
believe it or not. So I installed that. I don't. These there's a lot. Let me tell you, when you get moving and the alerts start coming in, it's a lot. I start even my phone, ding, 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 ding. It's I gotta mute my phone. I gotta mute my computer. And then
Well,
I get on.
my favorite is the Telegram notifications. To be honest with you,
I mute I mute
especially
I mute everything, Anna. I mute everything, and
yeah,
people are like, "You're not answering my ex," and I'm like, "It's I don't even see it. Like I can't. It's between X, IG, the
same.
all the messengers. It's too much. Like it's too much.
It's yeah.
I don't know how you do it, bro.
Listen, there's one particular group I'm in, and I really do need to mute it because some people start talk about like there's a reason why I have this group unmuted because I don't want to miss notifications from that group. But people talk about what they ate for breakfast, where they went, what they saw. Like, how about ask me if I care? Mind your own business, people. Like, if you want to talk about whatever happened with you on the weekend, take it on a private message to whoever needs to know that. Because guess what? I'm in that group and I don't want to know that unless you privately message me about it and I'll be happy to know about it. I don't want to sound like kind of cocky about it, but I do have also gazillion groups and it's just nonstop. But anyways, I wanted to say let's go back to the black and white art, right?
You
Because
know what I also want to talk about, and I'd love for you to talk about this, Anna. It is a busy day in front of my house. Um, also what I would love for you to talk about, not only the black and white and the evolution of the color, and now how your artworks are now taking on a new, almost like a new form of artwork, which is because I always, artist block, right? I started running about 3 months ago, and my friend who trains me is you're gonna hit a wall, and I guess like anything in life, you're gonna hit a wall. You're gonna get to a point where you can't get to a certain point. You got to push through that wall. You got pushed. I think that happens to artists. I think you get to a certain point, and you might maybe a really good way of saying it, Anna, is you might even get bored of your own art, and you got to push through that wall. You got to explore different things. You got to try different things. So not only do I want to focus on that with you and pushing through the wall, because now I see a completely new. I don't see Anna anymore. I see like the phoenix of Anna, right? Like all this new, and I'm like, holy shit! Like these, the black and red pieces are like to me now they're like almost thread stopping, right? Because it's like, holy shit, when's she gonna get purple and blue and yellow and right? And so now I want to see all the rest of the rainbow. But not only that, Inktober, right? Inktober is a big thing that takes place, and we are in October, and so I think if you touch on both of those subjects, you're the perfect person to talk about Inktober too. And what is so motivational about Inktober? Because
let,
everybody
let
gets.
me
But go ahead, Anna. I'm not. Let me get out the way,
let
Anna.
me let me surprise you about Inktober. Guess what, Mark? I've never once wanted to participate in it. So here's a little gist of a history about how Inktober was even created. It was created by this guy on Instagram while Instagram was still so hot before many other platforms started to pop, like Snapchat, and then there was another one big before Snapchat, and then obviously TikTok. So Inktober was created to inspire people to create daily, honestly. So in my mind, Mark, the only time when I'm not creating, when I'm sleeping or traveling, literally, Mark, every single day, I have my iPad on my left side and I have my physical artworks, sketchbooks, or separate pages that I actually started to use in recent times that I'm creating. Mark, in 6 years, right? Seventh year coming, I've created and I filled 13 sketchbooks. 13. Each
The
sketchbook
the
has,
fucking Anna Chronicles, bro.
thank you. Yes.
When's the first book coming out? You know how like people got a book and he's handing
Hold
out the
up.
when's
Wait.
when's
Hold
the
up.
Anna Z Chronicle? When's like chapter 1 coming out?
I
You're
don't
like the
know.
Lord of the Rings over there, Anna.
I haven't thought about that, but I can tell you, I filled 13 sketchbook. Each sketchbook has 60 pages in it, right? Not only that, I started to create separate pages. I've, I believe last year alone, I've made this size 4 by 6, 4 by 6, these kind of drawings, probably 700 of those. And those take those I can whip up probably 15, 20 minutes, like a brain fart kind of release kind of a situation, right? Then I started to make a little bigger size. I believe, hold on, what's the size of these? Hold on.
The Lord of Zentangle Chronicles, Anna. We need we need
So,
we need
so
big version
So
books.
hold on, Mark. Hold on. These are 6 by 8. Okay, so just to give you an understanding of that, and then again, Mark, all I can tell you, I have created large artworks that probably 11 by 15, but not a whole lot of them because, to be honest with you, I'm a lazy person. What comes to clearing up my desk, right? I'm a Virgo. Let's just talk about it. And by the way, I want to give a shout out to my Virgo people in the house. Hito. Anyways, I do want to say it's extremely. Oh, somebody lost a connection, but hopefully you guys can still hear me. Oh, probably your mic went out. The batteries. Got it. Okay. So, anyways, sorry about the text messages notifications, but what I was going with this. So for me, in order to create a large scale artwork, obviously I need a large amount of space. And this is maybe some kind of like a mental excuse I'm using, but also let's not forget I'm using fine liners in a sense where I'm used to these fine liners in a sense of like uh, there you go. They're like literally pens, right? The regular pen you could write with, right? So it's very thin, it's very fine, and I don't like to use Posca markers at all. I've used them, but I think they are very messy. They don't dry quick, and my fine liners do dry quick. That's part of my process. So, but I've been on discovery
Check,
in a
check.
sense of there you go. You welcome back, Mark. But I've been on discovery of finding the tools that give me something extra, like a little extra umph in a sense of, and I have discovered some, and I'm very excited to tell you guys that large works will be coming, and I know I've set a goal last year for myself that I need to do a large scale artworks. I really do. I really do. I have created them, and I've brought two large scale artworks with me to Miami Art Week last year when I had art residency
Hang on.
with one.
Question. Did you print them or did you create them?
I'm going there, Mark. Hang on a second. Jeez.
Come on, Anna. I
Dude,
got questions.
your brain is on ADD something. Come on now. Give me a moment. I brought two large scale physically drawing pieces with me, and I brought one printed artwork, large printed on canvas, um, with me. And obviously I brought the smaller ones, 6 by 8s physicals as well, semi framed
What's a
and
what's a large size?
11 by 15.
Oh shit, Anna. We need bigger, Anna. We need canvas, big canvas. You know the best selling size in art is like 40 by 60, like big
I
canvases,
know.
Anna.
Yeah. Well, yes, I know. Where would I lay it out? And imagine how
I'm
long
gonna
that's gonna
send you
take.
a 40
Using,
by 60 canvas Christmas,
using,
Anna.
using. Oh my gosh, shit, bro. That's a challenge on itself. But yeah, I know, I need to do it. But I think it fascinates me to create mm, on a smaller scale. I don't know why. I guess I'm used to it. Maybe uh, I'm in my comfort zone, so I need to get out of my freaking comfort zone
Oh,
and
the
take it to
evolution
another
of
level.
Anna. We're physicals, Anna. We're
I
physicals.
know,
We got big
no, I
prints. We
know.
got big canvases. We're going
You know,
big, big.
Mark.
We're going big time, Anna. I want big time, Anna.
I know, Mark. I know. Those people that have gone through personal development, I have, and I know Heatha works on that as well. And it's incredibly important to constantly work on your development. I believe in that. Every single day, there's someone or there's something that teaches us a great lesson. This is one of them right here, right now, where Mark is pushing me to get out of my freaking comfort zone and fucking scale up my art size for sure. I agree with you. So I just need to go to an art store. Literally, I wish you see this is what I want to say. Elizabeth, once again, one of my heroes in the art world. I'm gonna call him that because every time I see his stuff and even he made those videos when he went to the art store and he buys shit, it's thousands of dollars worth of art supplies. He's not afraid of trying this and let me try that, let me try that. I'm like this scared dog when I go to the art store and I'm like, shit, let me just get one thing. let me
Have
let me
have
let me
you have you been to Dick Blick's?
we don't have that here. The nearest one is 2 hours away driving this distance in Savannah, Georgia. So
It's worth the trip, Anna. It's one of the most. I ran into a little issue for my exhibition. It's apparently there is absolutely no art supplies in the Bronx, like
break the wall.
none, and there's like 17 Blicks all over the place in the city in Brooklyn. And so it happened to be I was doing a show in Bushwick. Shout out to Bushwick. They had an opening last night. I got to meet a bunch of great artists. Shout out to
You
Gina.
know that I almost got mugged in Bushwick many years ago. I was a teenager, bro. I said to myself,
They
I'm
wanted
never.
to steal your art, Anna.
I know I was not an artist at the time. I was still a teenager, whatever, in my teens, whatever. But yeah, that's not a great neighborhood for me. I don't have good memories with Bushwick.
I don't go to hang out on the corner, Anna. I pull right up to the gallery. I run in. I run out.
That's
You know, so I don't give the opportunity. But it just so happened that there was this Blick art supplies on the way, and I needed this linen tape because I'm learning about attaching prints properly to mats and all this shit in like record time. I'm on YouTube. I'm watching 40 fucking YouTubes. I'm like all over the place trying to get everything perfect. And no linen tape in the Bronx. So like I got to go over there. I go to this Blick's place. Never been. So I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you ever been Pearl Paint or Jerry's Artorama, but Pearl Paint used to be this paint store down on Canal Street. Oh man, it used to be like a wonderland for me. But they closed, and there's never really been anything since, or never anything that You got Michaels, but that you got a lot of old ladies in there
My,
looking for old. Yeah,
Michael's is not great. It's
yeah.
kind of.
Hobby Lobby, Anna. Have you been to a Hobby Lobby yet?
I've been to Hobby Lobby, but I'm not a big fan of it either. I went to Hobby Lobby to frame art, actually. That's where I got
Oh,
when I received
Josh
physical.
says best prices, best place to do
That's
framing.
very, very true. Hobby Lobby makes really great selection of custom framing because remember, there's one dear artwork that I took a liberty of framing my collaboration with my dearest Web3 friend who I've never met. I have spoken with him on the call just a few times. Matias, Yellow Hekimira, I want to give him a shout out. One of my favorite artists in the Web3 space. As well, I have first year into my Web3 journey, we've collaborated. He was the second person that I've collaborated with, and ever since we've created 8 sold out collaborations. There's not one single collaboration that took its time to be sold. It was instant, instant, instant. But here's what I did. I printed our collaboration, literally huge. It's like probably 4 feet by 3 feet. It's huge. It's located between the stairs of the first floor and the second floor of my house, and I literally measured the entire space, and I wanted that artwork to cover it because it was one of my favorite collaborations ever to date. Besides the one that I had with Sabet as well. That one I haven't printed yet, but that one that I did with Matthias with Yellow Hekimira was printed on canvas, framed, and museum glass. I've used museum glass. This is the key takeaway, ladies and gentlemen. When you frame artwork, make sure you use museum glass.
Learned about that shit too.
Thank you. Exactly. Because when you don't, it will be impossible to see the fucking artwork because the stupid glass will be reflecting everything. It will be like a freaking shiny mirror you will be looking at.
Not only that, but it also has a UV coating inside, which does not allow the sun to affect the inks or the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly, I'm looking at this artwork. So here's what I have. I have an artwork which is 4 by 6, teeny tiny, literally. Hold on, let me show you. This size. Okay, so tiny, really. I've purchased this artwork from an artist, also first or second year into my Web3 journey. I don't think this artist is around anymore here in the Web3. He is incredibly detailed, and I'm talking about he is drawing using fine liners. Once again, my favorite art tool, using fine liners, and he's drawing realistic landscapes in a sense. So in this particular case, he drew a street view in Scotland, Edinburgh, actually one of the most recent places where my art was exhibited not long ago. So when I saw that artwork, not only I hold 101 NFT of it, but I have the physical. We agreed, and he sent it to me from India. So I've made a mistake because I didn't have enough budget to put in the museum glass, and boy, oh boy, I regret it because that artwork and every single detail of this artwork is absolutely mind blowing. So yeah, museum glass is the thing. So yes, I've been to Hobby Lobby, I've been to Michael's. Michael's probably will be the next best thing what comes to art supplies, I guess. To the scale.
You got to do a road trip to Blix.
I know. Who's coming with me?
I'd be happy if I was there, Anna. We'd be driving there already. It's not. It's like nothing I've ever seen.
Actually, I will be there probably at the end of first week in December. My son will have a soccer practice in Savannah. Boom. So there you go.
Go to Blix. You got to schedule that in, Anna.
I will. That's a big ass promise, and I'm bringing a lot of money there in the sense like, yeah, I have a stash. My husband doesn't know. Shh, don't tell him that. So
I bet you hide it in the dolls, Anna.
But yeah, we're going there. We're going there because we still need to talk about. We need to talk about. Hold on. This is it right here. You can see the tip of this.
You know what I was want to ask you, Anna? How long and how many different pens and how long did it take you to? Yeah, this is something I always wanted to ask. How you know? I'm gonna imagine that you went through thousands of pens. Maybe not. Maybe you found it right away. But how did you? Did you have a favorite pen? Like, how long did it take you to figure out what pen is right for you? I mean, because the only reason I'm asking, right, is because I went to Blix, and it's a little overwhelming. If you go to the pen section, they got thousands of pens, all different type of millimeter tips. like and all different types of different, so ink pens and so paint pens and so I was curious, how long did it take you to find your pen? How many pens did you have to go through?
Okay, so this is what I currently have on my desk. So my hand is holding a stack of different pans right now. Then I have a cup. Hold on, literally with pens.
Look at
Then
that mug, Anna.
I
Look
know.
at that. Show that mug off, Anna. I love physicals. I love
Wait,
physicals.
stupid screen. Oh, how do I do this? So
Nah, it's probably the yeah. There you go. There you go. Look at that. Look at those fit. Get yourself a custom Anna mug right now. I feel like I'm on the Home Shopping Network. Get yourself a custom Anna mug right now.
it's available in my Instagram link tree bio. So yeah, the link of the mug is there. I do have merch. I don't know, Mark. I guess I'm one of those.
Facebook ads, Anna.
Yes, I know, and I have three, no, fucking five cups filled with fine liners
Tell them
and
about the coloring books.
yeah, I do have coloring books, so that's another part of my journey that actually was birthed before I got into Web3. Jesus Christ, I told my husband not to text me.
Does he not know that
Anyways,
the history is going down right now, Anna?
I know this
I'll,
is so
I'll, I'll
distracting.
pick up for you. You guys, just you talk to him for a second. So if you don't know, Anna's got merch. She doesn't promote it much. She's got a merch store. Her art's on everything. Everything. So you can get coffee mugs. You get a nice Anna coffee mug. And also, there's physicals coming out. That's why you got to pay close attention to Anna, because I feel like there's a transitional thing going on with Anna. She's very into her artworks and you so like her books. We're looking for the Anna Chronicles. I need help from all you guys. I need you guys to post on the damn pages and tell, let's get the physical going. We want to see the Chronicles of Anna, Lord of the Zen Tangles. We want chapters, books. We want merch. So I'd love to see some. Look at this. Look at this swag. Shout out to Josh. He put this together for me. So I want to see some Anna swag. I want to see 40 by 60s Anna. Let's go. And then of course the secret stuff, the secret sauce that we're not going to talk about. So I said Anna. The evolution of Anna. That we got the colors coming. I said, how did you finally decide to implement the red? I got so many questions, Anna. You can't duck the questions, Anna. Are you done with him? Did I buy you enough
Uh,
time?
okay, so I do have five coloring books on Amazon. Let's just say that I do have uh, enough works to create four more coloring books. Last year I did not make them because I was busy preparing for Art Week, art residency that I went to. That consumed my time, and I do need to get my shit together and publish my coloring books, maybe at least one or two before I publish the other two. But I certainly have enough material for manuscript to create four more coloring books. So it's not like I just create and mint art on the blockchain. I do a bunch of other things, of course. Besides the point of the merch, yes, I've created. Obviously, I do have T-shirts available. I do have mug available. The one that I just showed you. I think there's one other one, but listen, you find an artwork and you tell me which artwork you want on the mug, and that's literally one of the most easiest thing that I can do is whip out the merch with an artwork that was created long ago. So let's dive into the red. I think it's incredibly important to talk about this because some of you have seen my creations that I've begun creating using black and red inks. So I'm gonna say this. This year, my daughter went away to college. So she's a freshman in college. Shit, what a god. Like Yeah, I'm a mom of a freshman high schooler and freshman college. Shit, why is life going so fast? I don't understand. So when I went up to my daughter's room and I was looking to either make some, organize some things or clear up some things after we moved her into college, I found a stack of these Stadlers, black, green, blue, and red. So sorry. There you go. Okay. So this is what I found. So when I had this on my desk, actually it was laying out on my windowsill for the longest time, Mark. I swear to you. I'm like,
Too much
you know,
pickleball, Anna.
yeah, I've been
You're
busy. Yeah.
snatching souls on the pickleball court. You should be snatching souls in the galleries, Anna. Let's go, Anna. Finish.
I know. I just sometimes I don't want to be fit in the narrative of how certain things do happen in the art world. I don't want to be part of that crowd sometimes. So I'm happy to be me myself and I. But again, I'm a rebel. I like to do things in my own time, in my own way, in my own pace. Let's just say that. I'm pretty organized with my time. I am very disciplined person, but certain things, certain behaviors just don't please me, and I'm like, I cannot be part of that. I cannot. But going back to the red, let's talk about that, Mark. I
Infernal Bloom, Anna. Let's do it.
Yes, I'm going there, Mark. Hang on one second. Give me a moment. So yeah, I love to story tell just as much as you do, my friend. So it's very important to just say I picked up this red ink pen, and one of this is the second artwork that I did with red. Filled the page with it because I wanted to experience how I would feel creating something other than black and white artwork. The first artwork I don't have physical of it because I send it over for a gift to one of my dearest friends who lives in Los Angeles. I've met her on the Web3, but she is not really part of the Web3 anymore. She's busy. She is brilliant artist herself, but I send it over by sending her. We have a thing. We exchange gift cards, not gift cards. We write each other birthday cards, so I sent it to her as a gift, and it was literally a emphasis of line work and that looked like a heart, not just a typical heart, but like literally how if you have a scan of the heart, that's how it came out. I do have a picture of it, but anyways, this is what I created as my very second artwork that is completely in red. And yeah, it looks interesting in the sense it would resemble as any other. Hold on, let me bring it back. Hold on, it will resemble as any other black and white art, right? But except it's in red, fully red. Okay,
I
very.
feel I feel like I'm in the fucking multiverse. Right? You ever watch these movies with the Marvel and the multiverse right now? I feel like this is like 2 years ago. Anna said the color will never touch the paper, and now here we are with. Go ahead, Anna.
Anyways, and then something I was like, I mean, listen, you know what it is, Mark? I'm never in a rush to just grab things by the horns. Sometimes I am. I am an action taker, 100%. But I want art to come to me when I'm ready, not when being pushed. I never been a fan of people pushing me and telling me, "Oh, let's go, let's make shit happen." No, it needs to come out organically. It really, really does. So after I've created those two pieces, I went back and also let me guys remind you that I don't just focus on physical art. Digital art is as important to me as physical art. But so, and throughout the week, depending on my mood or depending on what I need to create in my mind, whatever the idea is, I switch back and forth between digital and physical. This is how I've learned. This is how I've taught myself, how I've trained myself to operate in a sense. So when I was ready and I'm like, okay, you know what? I need to mix both. I really want to mix both black and red inks together. So this is what came out.
Holy shit! 2 years later. I used to have a friend. He said, "Everything I tell you, 7 years later, it hits you." At least it's 2 years later. You got me by 5 years, Anna. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the evolution of Anna taking place right here on HOP right now.
God, Lee, what the hell?
I don't know. You
What?
disappeared, Anna. This
Sorry
really,
about that.
this
I know.
really is. You're like Doctor Strange, bro.
There you go. Okay, you can. This
Very nice,
okay.
Anna.
So the mix
How,
of
how did it feel when you finished your first piece?
I was in love with it. Just even from the very first steps of me creating, mixing, not having a solid idea of what the outcome is going to be. That's how I create my art. The very first steps of just seeing how both bold colors are intertwined together. Light bulbs. Exactly. Light bulbs. It was fireworks. Fireworks in my mind. So certainly. Let me try that again. Hold on. Shit. There you go. Okay. There you go. Let me not move so you can take screenshots. Uh,
Man, I want to see canvas size of these, Anna, but I will get to those in 2 years from now. Go ahead, continue.
okay. And then I immediately need to create something else with that effect. So this is also a different combination of vivid red and black inks together, intertwined. And the third one happened.
That's art, Anna. That's
So
art.
when my husband saw this, my idea was to create half of the heart, just like half, right? But my husband called it, "Oh, I see a little bell pepper in it." So you be the judge of whatever it is you see in here.
Oh
This
wow!
is
Look at
just
that! Look at you just messing around. Just a little tiny splash.
exactly experimenting, honey.
All
It's
right, I
all
got
about
it. Do
experimenting.
your
So
thing, Anna. I'm just a fly on the wall.
So you be the judge of what you see in front of you, whether you see a half of the heart or you see a bell pepper, whatever floats your boat.
I'll tell you what I see. I see good fucking art, Anna, and I'm loving these colors. Are we planning to explore into other color territory? I'll tell you one thing Anna doesn't miss, everybody. She doesn't miss a drip drop. That she doesn't miss. And so I'll tell you, the digitals, Anna, so you hit me up like, what's there to talk about? I say we're an hour and 10 minutes in, and I don't even, what's there not to talk about? I want to go over to the computer, Anna. I want to start bringing up your art.
Please,
Um,
please.
as we continue to talk, I want to show them everything that you've been doing on drip, all the different variations, the stuff that you can't show. But I don't want to interrupt this art show that's going on right now. So you got to tell me when you're ready.
So to conclude about red and black inks, I certainly will continue the exploration and experiment in a sense of just releasing what's been probably on hold for such a long time, because yes, how many years people have been asking me, Anna, you need to create your art in color. Well, I always replied like, no, I don't feel it. No, there are coloring books why I've created them. So yes, I think I'm so super ready. But I also want to say this. A few months ago, I picked up actually a vendor sent me promotional pants to promote, which I have done on Instagram. Um, one of them is this beautiful, vivid uh, blue pen, regular pen, not even a fine liner, regular pen you write with. And I'm like, shit, let me try this out. And I also filled the entire page with just using blue pen. Excuse me. And
Bless you.
uh, no, no, I coughed. It
Oh,
was not a
sorry.
sneeze. And from that artwork, you know, I digitize this because also it's important for me to state to people that don't know me. I create a physical piece. I upload it into Procreate and I redraw it, but not just redraw it. I expand on the idea. I fix the mistakes that I possibly made during my creation process. Right, there are flaws, right, in my art, in the sense of that the things that I may see as a flaw, but I also how important it is to say this world is not perfect. Therefore, don't try to fucking perfect shit in it. So therefore, I create art and leave it as that. And then when I have a chance, when I digitize or create from scratch as well on Procreate, I do them as well. And I try to expand on the idea. So when I did that blue drawing, blue using blue pan, I digitized it in black and white in my signature style. And then when I posted a whip of the blue drawing, physical drawing, a friend of mine who I've also met in the Web3, and I've met her in the art uh, week, during the art week in Miami, she was like, shit, I see an owl. And I'm like, would you like to do a collaboration? She said, yes. So I sent her a digital file and she painted this stunning collaboration, which we've minted in transient labs and
You're on
trans.
transient?
I am, yeah, but I'm not a big fan of
Mm,
that platform.
no?
No, it's just too complex. Honestly, when platform make things cryptic and too much cody, that really makes me kind of like step away and not deal with it. I like simple things in life, like let me mint my art, let me make it happen. Bada bing, bada boom, hence why I have a crazy collection on object. Hello, because object is super easy. Known origin was super easy. Foundation, I'm not a big fan of it because they just like it's a platform, but whatever. I've never had any remarks about it, like positive remarks about it. So therefore, I'm not gonna say nothing. But anyway, so yes, I have created that artwork. She minted it as a collaboration on Transient Labs, and it's a one-on-one, and a physical print will be available to anyone who is desiring it. That would come with the purchase of the one-on-one. Uh, anyways, going back to what else? What else I was going to talk about? So I think, yeah, uh, this year epiphany of creating artworks in color was probably due to the fact that I was very at ease creating them for drip. Hence why I'm still on that platform. That platform allowed my mind to be at ease, where I know uh, I'm exploring, I'm experimenting, I'm just diving into a territory that I've never been or familiar with. I'm talking about color. So, and I'm just having so much fun with it. I really am. Not only I am supported on Drip, so hence why I continue paving a way for the people who come and support me there. I know majority of my friends on the in my circles here in the Web3 are not part of the Drip. They may have been there, but they're not there anymore because they decided, oh, it's not working out, or it's not giving me the return on the investment and time that I put in there. But I also want to say a lot of AI artists left Drip because it was not working out for them. But like with anything else, what you put in, you're going to take away. I think that's very important to acknowledge. So, and it has nothing to do with AI and specifics. It has to do with your stamina. It has to do with your consistency, with your desire to persevere and get the outcome that you truly deserve. So I think that's also very important to remember. You know, things don't happen by sheer magic. They happen because you worked your ass for it. So yeah, I'm ready to show whatever you got to show, Mark. So please, let's dive in,
Okay. Now I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head over here to the computer
please.
and let's bring up your art next to you, and we will continue this conversation from the computer, and then we will be able to show everybody what
I
you.
know, and I'm so thankful to our dear friends, Matili, who is here. Hold on, Ghost is here. Hito is here, right? Karina is here. Dorothy is here. I mean, look at you guys. Look at you. Thank you so much for being in here. I'm very genuinely thankful for the friends who showed up for me, and I'm reading. I'm seeing the comments. I will read these comments, and I'm like, shit, I don't want to miss the comments after the live stream will be over. So it's greatly appreciated. So Hito, you are sheer power behind one of the most positive energies that I've witnessed in the Web3 space. So definitely, my Virgo brother, I appreciate that greatly, and New Yorker as well. So yeah, I vibe with New Yorkers very much. So that's while you connecting, whatever it is you connecting, Mark, and you can see those Russian dolls that unfold in front of you. I think that's also part of the conversation that will take place sometime soon in this live stream. So, but yeah, I want Mark to show my drip channel and to show the type of art that I've been creating for drip, which is Solana based, and I get paid in USDC, which works really well for me. I guess can't
I,
complain.
I'm gonna let's see. I'm gonna jump in here right now. What up, guys? Let me say hello. What up, Matilli? Matilli, we need to get you on a recap because you are creating some fire art. Uh,
Oh yes, she
yeah,
is.
yeah. I'm feeling very. She's got this Rafik feel to her art. Rafik is one of my probably favorite artists, I guess you could say, in the space. But she's got this digital bioluminescence. She got this digital stuff going on, and I'm a big fan of it. Ant Biolab, what's up, Hito? Hito. You guys gotta go see Hito's version of the Hour of Power from last night. He was shout out to
I
Hito.
saw
Hito.
that, Mark. I saw you guys, the happy three in the car.
So I invited everybody out to Bushwick. They had an opening, and I wanted them to meet Gina. And you know me, and I'm physical, physical, physical. I love the digital world as well, but I push for physical. I want to see all you guys in galleries, man. And so I push and I push. But I'm not a strong armor. I put it in front of people, and what people pick up and they take. So sometimes it takes a little while, like 2 years. And then next thing you know, we got this color flowing, red artworks, and all this craziness. Anna, where are we starting? What's the best where to start? Do we want to take them to drip? Do we want to take them to the gram? Where do we want to take them? And if you guys haven't had a chance, go check out Hito's version of the Hito did so good. Hito might just I might just give him the host spot and let him take over Hour of Power here. But
I mean, that would be interesting to comprehend for sure. Let me send you. I'm gonna text you, Mark, so that way it's faster. My drip
come on
store,
with this fucking
my drip page. So,
I'm
and then we'll
already
take
on
it
your
from
drip
there.
page, Anna.
Perfect.
But if there's
Perfect.
something specific, I'm seeing motion over here, Anna. But if there's something very specific that you want to point out, that you have to let me know.
Well, can you bring the screen in front of you so I can see it? Would you be able to do that?
No, because I would not. That would cause me to knock you out. I wouldn't be able to.
Oh,
Do you have a phone, Anna?
I do.
You want to open?
But okay.
You can open up the show on your phone and see the show in live time.
Oh, no, I have multiple screens open, Mark. That's how
Oh,
I
okay, okay.
I see the comments and I see you doing your thing in front of me. So I think just go to the main page of my drip dot house Anna Zubarev, and then you could go to homepage, you go to the store, and you go to collectibles. That's where you can see the pieces that I've been putting out as well, on it as well. So that way you can kind of click and see probably each artwork. I don't know. My drip sometimes takes forever and ever to load up, but also not only I've been creating in color for drip, but I also have been animating my pieces, Mark.
Animations, Anna. I've seen some pretty cool ones. I'm gonna bring these up. We got Whispers in Bloom, which is the first one that kind of jumps into my perspective here. You know, this is where you really see if they think the design out of a site. And they thought the design out very nicely of Drip. Yeah, look at that. It fills the screen nicely. Sometimes, you know, one thing I don't like about Object is I think when you click on the artwork, it takes up the whole screen rather than just the window. And that makes things complicated. But some sites just take up the window that you have it open in, which makes it perfect for the broadcast. But Whispers in Bloom, Anna, very nice. You know, I don't, the drip thing I just couldn't get into. Um, but yeah, let's look at this. Look at, we got we got blues, and now let's see what's going on. I always see the posts for the drip thing. Is there anything in specific that you want to bring attention to, Anna?
Uh, yeah, I do, but I don't know how to.
Flight into the abyss. I'll bring the attention for you, Anna. Um,
Please,
yeah, okay. I'll tell you the best way to do it. Take the link, stick it in the DM on X, and send it to me, and I can open that straight up.
perfect. Okay, that's exactly what I'm gonna do then. Hold on. Let me find it. Oh, I know how to do
What
it.
up, Dorothy? Good morning. I just want to give a shout out to 23 artists and Dorothy out there. Dorothy, they had a great show. They had a great community show on Wednesday. They had a new drop yesterday. And I think from everything that I was seeing and listening, very successful. So, what up, Dorothy? Dorothy's also got her art on sneakers, which I think those stores, right? The mug stores, they also have sneakers and gear and swag available. Oh, you're talking to an empty chair, Anna. You should have said something.
Oh,
Let me switch the webcam so you could see me here. Okay, I don't know if that helps, but yeah, Anna, we got to get your stuff on sneakers. When I see the sneakers, I get excited about art, people's art on sneakers. Because I always say, you know, you never know who's out there looking, and they might see something. And you got fashionitas and stylists, and somebody buys your art on a pair of sneakers, and then it ends up on an artist performing on stage, and the next thing you know, it starts a brand new trend, and everybody wants to know, how do I get a pair of those, right? And then they end up 100,000 end up selling off your store, Anna. So the gear, human billboards, Anna. You can't beat anything that somebody's walking around with a human bill. Yeah, you Zapata. I know you guys are good friends and you follow each other very closely, but you
yeah.
is excellent at this. With the as every show he's at, he's got his palomettas. He's that I would love to have an Anna a swag for an Anna show. Next one. So maybe throw my feet up on the desk and have Anna sneaks on with my Anna coffee mug. Big things, Anna. Big things are coming, Anna.
Yeah, I'm texting you the pieces in color that I'm happy to show, because they truly are something else. And it's definitely has been a fascinating journey in creating them, to be honest with you, Mark. Really, indeed. Hold on. Let me
Anna's
scroll.
focused right now, guys. She's sending.
Well, yeah, I'm looking through my drip, and uh, there's just,
Anna,
yeah, there's a lot.
have these pieces made their way to the gram or TikTok?
No.
What are we doing here, Anna?
Oh, I know. People will be really like, "What, Anna? You created
Where are you sending?
that?"
Where are you sending these?
text message on your phone.
No, Anna, the X DM on X. I
Oh
can't
my god.
I can't open them on my phone. How am I going to get them on my screen here?
Oh my god. That's yeah. Okay, hold on. All right, hang on. Opening
That's
DMs.
okay. I'll keep showing your art. It's not. There you go. There you go. Now I can get them. Thank you very much, Anna. That's making it easy for me. Thank you. Okay, let's bring this over. Very good. Celestial Abyss. Are these what type of resolution do I don't want to distract you right now. I know you're in your zone.
Oh, what do you mean? What type of
Well,
resolution?
I'm just curious because some of them take a while to open, but I think it's because it's a higher resolution.
No, it's because of the drip.
Oh, is
Blame
it?
it, blame it on the drip. Honestly, Mark. Unfortunately, I don't have control over how drip responds.
Well, I ain't
Uh,
worried about it, Annie. You just keep sending them, and I'll keep bringing them up. This one we got Celestial Abyss. Now, curious, Anna. Oh my God, what is with this wallet? Digital to physical, right? What's the difference? Like, are there differences? Are there challenges? Is it easier? I would imagine when it comes to you creating a digital piece, does it take longer, shorter? It's just you make a mistake on a physical. When you're creating physically, you make a mistake. You make a mistake. I don't think there's any correcting that. But digital, so obviously there's a play when it comes to mistakes being made, and you can test and try different things out. But and this is so, this is your style, but completely different, Anna. Completely different. The evolution of Anna. I'm glad I named it this show. Cosmic Wonder. I got up Cosmic Wonder right now. It's like you could see the old Anna, but then there's a new Anna.
it's certainly yeah. There's definitely a huge awakening that did happen when I started to dabble into creating these colorful pieces, and of course, creating mandalas. I have done in a while. I have been creating and dabbling with creating mandalas, part of my digital process learning, but not until once again I took a leap of faith and start bringing them into drip. And when an idea popped in my mind, so initially, right, I would color my artworks by just filling the color within each element. But unfortunately, it did not look good. So I'm like, shit, I need to come up with a different idea. And I started to use different layers, and I would create a background, right? And I'm like, shit, let me see if I could put that background underneath of the artwork. And when I did that, that was an epiphany, that was a discovery. And that when freaking artwork just popped with beautiful colors, because initially creating black and white sketch itself digitally, it is one thing, but when you create your own background with whatever colors, bright colors for that matter, right? Because the last piece that I've sent you was probably one of the brightest pieces that I've ever done on the drip. And I'm like, shit, let me continue with that as well. But also, let's not forget. Then I've also dabbled in creating butterflies. Mark, oh my god, are you able to open the links that I've sent you, Mark?
Yeah, my grandmother would be proud. Butterflies was her favorite, and yeah, I've been opening them up. This fucking trip.
Slowly.
It's not you. It's this wallet, this digital wallet that keeps opening. It's Trip is a funny platform, man.
It is.
Um, yeah, I'm opening them. I got them. I got them. It's just this digital wallet's giving me some issues on on the side, but yeah, I got Euphoria Mandala. Mandala. Am I saying that right? Mandala.
Mandala.
Mandala. I have, which you said is your brightest piece. Um, I see where the comfortableness of the colors came from, Anna. the exploration of colors has, don't ever knock drip because wherever your creativity comes from. A lot of times, Anna, it's interesting, right? Because the show for 9 years, well, no, I should say for the show for 7 years was just always on Facebook and always between me and my friends, and just that's where it's stayed. And then as you get a little nerve wracking, but I made enough friends in spaces and I felt comfortable enough. And then I saw that the people were stepping up. You were one of the first guests on the show when it came over the X, and from there it was like, oh shit, people really dig it. Like they like the flow of the show. They like the way everything's going. And I think that sometimes before you open things to the world or before you take a next step, you got to have a test audience. You got to see how people like it, right? And I kind of feel like that's what drip is for you. I kind of feel like you throw things out there on drip and you're like, let's see if this works. Let's see what they like. Let's see how they respond. I get very Star Wars feels. I also with ethereal nocturne. Eternal. Okay, eternal nocturne. I also feel, I don't know why, it gives me like these blueprint feels. Oh, look at that. Who signed down at the bottom there? Is that you?
Of course it's me. It's
Oh,
only
it's
me.
like we got signatures. I thought, do you sign your physical pieces too? How
I
did
always do. I always have.
how have I missed the signature? Look at this. This is the first time I've seen the signature.
Yeah, funny thing is, I don't blast my signature that it's gonna be obnoxious. I just
There you go.
I just I go at it. So again, I don't like to blast it, but I do make it in a sense that it's tiny and elegant. You know what I mean? So
What fucking wallet? What wallet do you use to sign? Is it the Phantom wallet? Is that Solana?
yeah, I do use Phantom Wallet for drip, and again, I get paid on USDC through Phantom Wallet.
I just got to sign in because this wallet thing is driving me nuts right now.
I'm sorry, Mark.
No,
Yeah,
no, it ain't you. It's just never. I never took the drip. It's either you adapt to it or you don't. And I just
yeah,
you
I
know
know it's just annoying.
what works for everybody, right? I'll tell you this, Anna. I was surprised about Transient because I feel Drip is very complicated platform. So to hear you say, I do like Transient Labs a lot. I actually had a meeting with them earlier this week about a drop, about possibly my first drop. So,
Oh, that's epic.
I was a little evolution over here as well, and I entered the physical world, the exhibition, and now I'm talking about drops. But I do think Transient is a very good platform. I haven't experienced the technological side of all of this, and let me tell you, Drip made me run the other way. So I was like beep beep. Like the minute I saw what was going on with Drip. I tried it and it was just a little too much for me. But my grandmother, she was huge with butterflies.
Yeah,
She had butterflies on her wall, butterfly frames. Butterflies. She used to collect butterflies. And whenever butterflies are prevalent, super prevalent. When they start, like one lands on me, during the season when they start to die. This is that season right now.
yeah.
But it's always take that as kind of like a message or her energy around. And I've been noticing the introduction of massive amounts of butterflies into your art. Are you? I'm gonna assume that you're a butterfly fan, Anna.
Oh my God, yeah, certainly. Butterflies and flowers. Uh, you know, again, because of my rebellious nature, I don't like to do what everybody else are doing, in a sense of that. So I like to kind of like figure it out a different way I can portray an item or an element. So as you can tell, well, I don't know what you see guys right now, but what I see in my screen is butterfly flying in through the cosmic constellations, right? And then there's some sort of like kind of like other things are in the way, in a sense of an abstract way, right? Those pink magenta color lines. Is that what you have on the screen now, Mark?
We're a little bit past that, Anna, but I went back as you were talking about it. I have Celestial Flutter Glow up right now.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm flicking through everything. And I love the integration of the butterflies, right? Because normally you got the flower feel to a lot of your artwork. And now the butterfly. I mean, do you have the link to the owl piece on Transient by any chance? I'd love to see what
of
came out of
course,
that.
of course.
Yeah, there is so much, Anna, that I think you can do with your style, and I think that this is, it's started right, and now I think it's evolving, right, and I think it's evolving into all these different things. If you actually went back and looked at the old shows, it's your style. It's that IG style that you promoted so much. And now with the integration of drip, your style is like completely evolving, bigger and better into all sorts of different ideas. And yeah, drip really did bring your art to a new level, which that's now as I see why the color came into the artworks. Because I have been watching your drips. Every Monday I see the drip drops. I was on the show, so I see these things come down my timeline, and
Yeah,
you start to see the integration of the color into your digital work, which is like, okay, cool. But when the red ink hit the black artworks, I was like, whoa. All right, it's like now this must be a inspiration from. So to me, it doesn't matter where you find the inspiration from. You talk to a lot of artists, and they'll tell you, oh, I'm on this site. Oh, I'm on Reddit. Oh, I'm on, what was the name of that one art site that everybody goes on? Is it ArtStation? I think it might be ArtStation. So ArtStation is where a lot of, it doesn't matter where where your followers, your supporters, your fan base, when you tap into a good crowd that is staying, it's over on Facebook. I had, maybe 5, 6 really good friends that hung with the show. But then as the show came to X, I see all these awesome artists, and it's met all the everybody at NFT NYC, and just got to know one artist after another through the show. And it's like, holy shit. And then X really started becoming a home for the show. And now you start to see the activity on IG a little bit. And it's like you got to find your tribe, Anna, right? And so if drip is where your tribe lays, and that is what creates the inspiration and the motivation, and you feel, like you said earlier in the show, you feel comfortable opening up and trying different things, see what works, see what takes, see what they like, then, what to me, it doesn't matter if it's the corner of your block that you're out there, spitting rhymes and seeing what, everybody has their testing ground. Everybody has their comfort where they feel, okay, let me try this. Let me see this. Let me try this. Let me see let me see if this works. Let me see if that works. And that's important for artists to realize. Like, it don't matter if you have 10 people or 200,000 people or 10 million. It's where you find that comfort to expand and explore. And I think that's an important thing to touch on for this show, because I do think artists hit a certain point of artist block where they're like, oh shit, man, I don't know where to go from here. I feel like I'm creating a lot of the same stuff over and over and over, and I feel like there's more in me. I know me as an artist, I feel like I got a lot more in me, right? And where am I? Like, I got to get this more out. And where am I going to find this inspiration from? And sometimes you find it from the strangest places. And I think you have found it from drip, and like I said, it doesn't matter where you find this stuff from. It doesn't matter where it doesn't matter where you post. The important part is that you do put it out there, and that you do post, and that you do try different things. and some stuff will, some stuff will click, some stuff, and that helps an artist bring their art to the next level, you
Yeah.
know. So hopefully I'm saying this right, Anna,
You
because
are saying everything right, Mark, but I also want to say before colorful artworks became ever so present in my life, again, I only put them exclusively on drip for a reason. But I also want to mention creating collaborations was a gateway that initially sparked a lot of inspiration in uh, seeing my art in color, but except it was not my coloring doing, it was coloring
everyone else,
colored by a partner, a collaborative partner who collaborated with me. So that was my gateway initially. And once again, through seeing the artworks that you've been sharing here on the live stream, Mark, it definitely is evolution. It feels like a brand new freaking world to me. Like I arrived to another planet of a sort. And to be honest with you, I feel very open and adventurous when I dabbled into color and I play with it. I test what would look good with it. And once again, I want to emphasis to tell you guys that every background, every stroke of color you see has been created by me. When you see an animated artwork, I use Midjourney to animate them because I don't have the capabilities as my talented friend Matilli does, and I don't want to. Honestly, it's like learning the most complex systems right now is not in my trajectory. So yeah, I do like the shortcuts in the sense of i'm gonna I'm gonna dabble in using AI to animate my art in the way that I see it fit. And to be honest with you, AI has been doing a great job. Certain pieces that AI has animated my art, the way the animation unfolds as if I'm flying through the cosmic notions of the constellations, and it's taking me to the world that does not exist. And I love fantasy in the sense of that. When I've curated Infinite Realms collection on object for One Love Art DAO, out of 200 submissions, we've only selected eight, and those eight obviously has nothing to do with colors. Those artworks were in monochrome. But when Jennifer and I connected on the subject matter, I wanted I wanted people to dive into the world that does not exist, right? Or maybe some people created even a different subject matter in a sense of memories, distant, or again, a place where possibly that person have imagined, like Tatiana did from Russia. She did a fucking remarkable job on the piece, but that's another issue here. Not an issue. That's another topic for another day. But I also wanted to find out, were you able to show the transient labs
yeah,
throughout?
yeah, yeah. I was just letting you talk, but I have it up now. I was just going, I like to show. I'm trying to show as much as I possibly can. But yeah, I got it up. You talk about it, Anna.
So going back to the drip art, I want to say that creating black and white art is the initial idea, of course, but coming up with a emphasis of adding color is a whole nother realm of, once again, of a place that I'm not familiar with. So i am I am journeying into it. I'm learning and I'm taking one step at a time, in a sense of I'm not rushing to create masterpieces, right? In a sense of like I'm just taking my time, and I wanna indulge myself in the way of dabbling, adding color into my art. I want to take my time, as much time as I need. So then, therefore, the art that I put into drip not always will be in color. So I constantly, mix between either dropping the entire drop, which I'm going to call it mini collection of 506 pieces. They will be fully monochrome, or they will be fully in color, or I will, like last week, I've dropped a piece on drip where not a piece. I've dropped 5 pieces and only one was on color. That's how I chose to do it. Once again, I am my own director. I am the promoter. I am the creator and everything and then some. So yes, I have my ingredients and I cook with it in the sense of that, and I experiment with it. So therefore, my art will, for me personally, it's a journey, and hence why once again it's a journey of discovery. It's a journey of receiving, disconnecting from the world while being in a process of the creations. I don't want to be the commercial artist of, oh, I have to be in gazillion open calls, oh, I have to be in all of the exhibitions that are there. I have been in many exhibitions, I have been seen in a lot of places, but I think this year I took my time not to be in collaborations, not to be everywhere and then some. I think I'm slowly unfolding into this very um spiritual spiritual place where I want to be secluded just a little bit. Of course, I love conversating with people and getting to know people and learning from people. Of course, journeying through the everything what life has to offer, right? But again, my artistic journey is a spiritual one, and I really want to emphasize on the process, that it takes time to be inspired. And also, when you earlier in the live stream you spoke of artist block, my point of this is like this: I take time to create art, I don't rush into it. And also, it is important to identify that I create every single day religiously, unless I am traveling or I'm taking time off the social media. Like last Saturday, yes, every Saturday for me right now is kind of like I just want to sit on a couch and binge watch something on Netflix. So where I'm gonna detox from everything this world has going on. So when I come back to my desk where I'm sitting right here right now and I'm talking to you guys, it, I go back to the place where inspiration comes out and it's ever flowing out of me, and that's how I do it. Because if you're gonna create every 7 days a week, right? You're gonna burn out. So you really need to take the time to disconnect and detox from everything, to go for a walk in the nature. Well, for me, once again, pickleball has been phenomenal place to disconnect from everything, just like art is. And this world is an interesting place. So going back to the artist block, I don't believe in artist block. I believe in people being fucking lazy about it. There is no such thing as an artist block. You have gazillion ways to create whatever it is you want to create. You just need to start. You just need to get your shit together and start, basically, without forcing to create something for the monetary value. You got to create for yourself first and foremost. That's how I think about artist block. Back to you, Mark.
Anna giving me shit for like 3 weeks. What are we gonna talk about? I need questions. I need a list of. I said, what's there not to look at everything we gotta talk about? We got colors, we got animations, we got we got merchandise, books, coffee mugs flying around. We got all this new different digital type of art, right? We're not so much talking about the beginning. I mean, it just sometimes I don't believe in coincidence at all, Anna. I never did. And it's sometimes after shows, I sit there and I'm like, holy shit, did I pick? Sometimes I say, I misfired on the name. Sometimes I sit there and I'm like, that was the perfect name for the show, and
Mark, speaking of merch, I really just need to send you one other link for you to talk about if you want to, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah. Send it over.
Yeah, so you can show to the world what I have to offer.
Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. Look at this. Anna's got bathing suits. She's got jackets. Oh shit, Anna. Anna. Anna, where are you running Facebook ads, Anna?
No, not
Oh,
no.
what is going on over there? There's too much pick. Where's the pickleball racket, Anna? Where's the
That
custom Anna Z pickleball racket?
that's a good question. Yeah, that merch that I don't think it's yet available, but I need to dabble into it. It's a very small niche, to be honest with you, Mark. Pickleball paddles, because people that like to play pickleball, they people that don't know how to play pickleball, they're gonna go to Walmart and buy a $20
Anna,
freaking
Anna, Anna, you
paddle.
talking about pickleball players. I'm talking about having a pickleball racket inside of a glass case.
No,
Anna Z's
no,
pickleball racket
no,
on display in a
no, no.
gallery. Anna,
Oh, in a gallery, yes, possibly, yes. I
yeah,
can.
yeah. Come on, Anna. Come on, get with me here. Get with me. Yeah, I'm seeing things here, and I got visions and um it's obviously with the little joke and over on the table on the show. There's just things that I see that really work, and to me it's funny because talking to you in the spaces and I knowing you as an artist and then knowing you as and then you're coming in like, yeah, I'm playing pickleball, and I'm just like, we need a racket in
So
which
you do see different hoodies in here, right? You do see it.
Anna, I'm waiting for the Anna Z solo exhibition gallery show, and I want to see physicals, I want to see digitals, I want to see things on display. I want to see, those nice little white, I could picture it right now, the nice little white stands with the pickleball racket that Anna whooped ass with, that she decided to turn into art. So on display, I want to see the I don't want to say it, but you know what I want to see in another. I want to see the Anna Z gallery exhibition solo show. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm booking my plane ticket for. I don't know where it's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but that's what I'm waiting to see. That's why I think that you need to focus your energy on. I think you've tested so much online, right? I think, and I think that if you got this going with ads, I think if you, what about, you don't have it, you got to have it. Yes, yeah, you do. Your TikTok. It's way over, right? Did you opt into the creative, did you get,
Great. Yeah, I have. Yeah, Mark,
did
I
you
know.
implement the TikTok shop or anything like that?
No, I haven't. That's my bad.
Anna, all the money is on TikTok right now in the TikTok shop.
No.
Oh my God, I know it's not about monetization, but Anna, monetization brings in revenue, revenue brings in assistance gets everything rolling, Anna. It gets everything rolling. Anna Z billboards, Anna Z clothing line, Anna Z. Yeah, I don't want to hit you with too much, Anna. But
Yeah, you're the man with the vision, Mark. You definitely would be a great PR person for me.
yeah, I see the big, it started with these the Chronicles, right? And from there, I think that it's transitioned into IG transitioned into NFT worlds, into drip. Now it's you sitting over there on TikTok. I don't think you're it's just so many opportunities. I don't like to push, but I just like to point them out, right? Like
Yeah, I do need to add my merch link into my X bio link for sure, link tree. So yeah, I don't know if I have it. I possibly do. I don't remember right now, but it's possibly there.
I think getting out there on that court talking shit as you take down pickleball players has but it's a good thing, and I like when people get out there and get physical and get exercise. I'm a big supporter in that. Your health is your wealth. You have to stay active. Not only do you stay active as an artist, which I love the fact that you create every day, which is and now we're seeing the evolution, right? And I do feel like if we went back through the shows and pinned them all together and you watched, you could see where you started. And there's one of my favorite things is to see the evolution of artists. I love seeing you guys evolve. I love seeing the artists that first came into the NFT world as I was sitting there just, oh, let me check this person out. And then I love to see 2 years later, 3 years later, like, holy shit. You know, and you guys, right? It's like a plant or something, Anna. I think that when, you know, you got a plant in your home, right? And you water it each day and you don't see it grow, right? But somebody comes and visits 6 months later and they're like, holy shit, look at the size of that thing, right? For me, it's like I don't get to see everything. Because so, you know, between me, the art, the show, I don't see everything. But then when I take the time to do a show and I see something that comes down the timeline and I'm like, wait, what's that? What's that? What's going on there? Was it red and black? Like, where did this come from? Like, something's happening over here. And right? And then it leads to like, Anna, we got to get you on the show. And you're like, I got nothing to talk about. I'm like, bullshit. You ain't got nothing to talk about. We sit on the phone and bullshit for 2 hours anyway, right? And I was we're going through this stuff now, and now I'm saying, like, look at all of this shit that I'm missing. And I'm like, if I would have, like, really been paying very, very close attention to everything throughout the last 8 months, 9 months, I would have said to myself, we got plenty to talk about. Don't worry about it. I would have said it confidently. But, you know, I knew things were going on with Drip, and I knew, to me, the red and the black is like this flag where it's like, wait a second. There's something brand new coming. And there's a story between over here and over here, and there is a show there. And I hate doing the show before the show, right? Like I hate looking and figuring out what's going. I like doing the genuine reaction because I like seeing it for the first time. If I miss something, and I do see a lot of your posts, but I'm not following the journey step by step by step, right? And it's like I see so much going on. But now it's time to like, let's take a 2-hour tour. Anna, it says you said there was nothing to talk about. I say we're 2 hours in. Tell everybody where they can find you, Anna, and the best place to look.
The best place to look, obviously, if you want to see my art process on Instagram, Zentangle Art Story. Obviously, there are links in my bio in there that would include my merch. And of course, here on the Web3, here on X, Anna L. Zubarev. That's my handle, and that's where you can find whatever links at whatever platform my art is available for sale. Yeah, it's been a phenomenal journey, Mark, and it's unfolding with all the positive, with all the some setbacks, some phenomenal bursts of freaking color discovery this year. Like holy shit, like never have I ever thought about it, so therefore, never say never. But certainly, I am very grateful for the community support of my friends who are here today. Thank you for being here, guys. You are phenomenal force behind the crazy burst of energy that I bring into the space, and you give me motivation to show up each and every single time, hang out with you in spaces, have a communication. I am an extrovert. I need to have a conversation, Mark. I can't just sit at home all day, every day, and just do my art without being inspired by someone. Not long ago, I want to talk about this. September is my birthday month, so naturally, uh, not naturally, but I want to say I was not planning to mint any art for my birthday, which I've done in the last 2 years. Uh, I decided to just bring myself to the spaces, and I do have art available for sale on my object. And when I was having conversations and receiving birthday wishes, something really incredible happened. Dear Hito picked up one of my one-on-one artworks on object. And it was something so unexpectedly and so beautiful, in a sense of there was a deep connections that he had received when looking at the artwork that he picked up, which was Whimsical Luna, one of the pieces that was actually exhibited on a digital display last year in Art Week, Miami. And I've told him, he thought I would love to uh, create a print and frame it and send it to you, which I've done so. And he's created this beautiful unboxing video, which really touched my heart. It really, really did. I think was for the very first time ever I've seen someone unboxing my art. Yes, my collectors have received my art that they paid for, or I chose to gift my art to certain people that uh, I believe deserve to receive my physical art for free, which I actually done so earlier this week to my two of my drip collectors that have supported me tremendously, and I felt the need to do so. And they have not unboxing they don't have unboxing videos, but one of them have shared previously the artwork that he's purchased and shared it on X with me by tagging me. But I think, when me as a mom seeing my kids flourish, become who they will become in the future, and receive these beautiful achievements, it's one of my dearest, very personal pleasures I get in life when I see my kids succeeding. I can say the same thing about my art, because if you ask me, Anna, do you have a favorite artwork? Well, it's like choosing, do I like my daughter or do I like my son? I like them both. I love them both. I'm keeping them both. So therefore, when I let go of my art and I see the reaction from the collectors, it gives me probably one of the greatest joys as an artist. So thank you, Hita, for that. You certainly have brought a lot of beautiful emotions out of me on that from that. I know not always. I know I wrote a post for you, Hita, but I wanted to allocate a moment in time to just to give you this massive thank you, massive shout out for creating that unboxing video, which was super fun. So yeah, I really do hope many other collectors will do the same. I know Chaz does these unboxing videos time to time when he receives very special artworks, or at least he does them on Spaces and then he shares the posts, whatnot. But again, collectors, if you collect or artists, if you receive physical art, make sure to share it with the world, because that's probably one of the greatest greatest feelings artists can receive by these beautiful acknowledgments. Thank you for that. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say right now about that. Mark, I don't know what else you have to say.
I'm just flicking through the IG, looking at all the accomplishments here, Anna, and I don't, some. My grandmother was a very tough woman. She never cracked an emotion. You remind me of my grandmother. The butterflies. It's just all aligns. But more than that, is how hard you are on yourself. I know that. I know how hard artists. I know how hard I can be on myself, especially if I just know how very difficult. And then just listening to you, getting you on, and talking to you and having conversations. Like, we're gonna do it this Friday, Hannah. What do you want to do? What do you? I don't know. I don't know. What are we gonna talk about? And I'm like, what are we gonna talk about? And I'm like, letting you talk me out of it. And now I'm looking at just everything, and it's like, look at all of these accomplishments. What is there not to talk about? Everything on IG, everything on X, everything on Drip, the implementation of color. We didn't have anything to talk about. We didn't talk about anything like this 8-9 months ago. And so to see, your evolution, which I knew some shit was going on, but I knew you were going to talk me out of it. But you're hard on yourself, Anna. But look at, how far I can say it, because that's why I space these shows at 8 or 9 months or 10 months, because I think an 8, 9, 10 month span for an active artist is enough time for them to, always plateau. And so I love to see especially when stuff is showing up on my timeline. And I'm like, and it catches my attention. It's like, wait, I never seen anything like that before. What's going on over there? I'm just going to say one thing that I would love to see. I tell you a lot of things. But another thing that I'm going to tell you is matching nails. matching colors, right? You got these hot yellow nails, man. Get
Yellow marker.
yo, there's these fluorescent what are they, highlighters, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, bro. Oh my goodness. Like, yeah, that might be I think that might be like you know, the red, I want to see the red nails with the red ink. I'm very color coordinated, Anna. So I want to see the red nails when you're doing the red ink. I know that's you know, probably an unreasonable request, but you need a nail person sitting right next to you. You know what that comes from? Revenue. You know where revenue comes from? TikTok TikTok shop, Anna. TikTok shop, Anna. You got hot pink nails. I did see the highlight of the blue piece, and I was and believe it or not, at NFT NYC, it was an honor to see your artwork up on both billboards, the NFT billboard as well as the One Love billboard that took place, I think, a couple times. So I'm just showing your link tree here. I got your X up, I got your IG up, and I think we're gonna show your TikTok as well. So yeah, look at this, bro. You should be making sales left and right. And it's not about monetization and money, Anna. It's about getting a piece of artwork in an Anna Z original in every home, Anna, every home. That's what it's about. You know, that's you've met Miguel, you spoke to Miguel, you know of Miguel. And Miguel has had such an influence on me. He's had such success in the art world. One of the things that he's always drilled into my head with his, you know, just expert tutelage and all of his knowledge and the phone call, the time we spend on phone calls. He always says, Marc, you know, it's like, Miguel, like, you're a machine, bro. You're pumping out artworks. You're 30. How are you painting all of this stuff? He's like, Marc, I want a Miguel Paredes original hanging on every wall. You know, the more artworks that are hanging on walls, the more topics of conversation, the more my name becomes familiar within the art world. It's a topic of conversation. An Anna Z piece, an Anna Z sweatshirt, an Anna Z shoes, Anna Z coffee mugs, Anna Z everything, right? The billboards are not going to be the topics of conversation. It's going to be a nice post for online, but your topic of conversations are going to take place over someone having coffee with their friends, and they're looking on the wall, and you know, people will zero in on your shit because I zero in on your shit. And people will be like, oh my God, what? Tell me more about this piece, right? And then as a collector, that makes somebody proud. You know, that makes, well, let me tell you about, this is Anna Z's piece, right? And so this all leads to, you know, solo exhibitions. And I don't got to paint the full picture for you. I just did it. I think you got it. I think you're fully on your way. And I was just super excited to see the implementation of color, because that was some shit that I was thinking like 2 years ago. I'm like, where's the color, Anna? And Marc, color will never hit my artwork. And I'm like, okay, Anna. And here we are 2 years later, you know, and yeah, happy to see that. Happy to see that. So I'm just going to, I think I went through everything so everybody saw everything. I'm going to reset the screens. You're going to leave us with some inspirational words. And then we're going to jump into the box. We're going to say hello to everybody. We're going to thank everybody for being part of the show. Yeah, I figured that. Let me just change the battery here on the camera while I do that. And I know you've been active in there saying hello to everybody.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you, because I haven't had that shot. I'm going to try not to slip on this water here because I have.
Look at that. We have 221 people watching us. That is mind blowing, Marc.
Oh, it's a great show this morning, Anna. We haven't done a show on a Friday morning in a long time, but you know, and I this is for me. And that's just the beginning, Anna. You know, it's just like the people watch it. What I need to do is I need to do my part, which is I need to get some 20-second clips of wisdom out there, which is something I've been saying for 2 years. But I think that.
By the way, Marc, you Ghost saying you're not on the screen.
I know, Ghost. I know. I'm switching the battery. Hang on. I'm coming. I'm coming. It's I got battery failures and all sorts of shit, but that's what makes this show so much fun because
It's time to change the mic for crying out
no,
loud.
no, right. Nobody can say that we don't have live issues. We are fully blown live.
Ah.
These are real time shows. We don't record this stuff, even though we do have a recorded show coming up. But that's what I love about these lives. And nobody understands. Like, I don't go digging through people's pages, Anna, because I want the real reactions. You know, reaction videos do very well online. I'm sure you're aware of that.
100%. I've done plenty of live streams. I've been very lazy to make more on TikTok, but certainly have done many live streams on TikTok, and people are so generous in tipping. That is just like, why am I not doing them again? But Mark, I think one of my biggest dilemmas is, do I go, because also let's just say it how it is. I like to create at nighttime, but I also like to play pickleball at nighttime. So for me, it's like, what do I do? What do I do? Oh my God, the struggle is real, yo.
Yeah, maybe 3 nights pickleball, 4 nights streaming. You don't have to stream every night, Anna.
Mark, I play pickleball every night, honey.
Every night?
Yeah, 7 days a week.
Are you out there kicking ass every night, Anna? What's your You got a record? If you became a professional pickleball player, would I be coming to see a pro? Would you be winning? Would you have a winning record? What's the story? Yeah, I know you, Anna. You do not strike me as not a person who doesn't like to lose. You strike me as a person who likes to win. So
That is very true. I do like to win, hence why I'm still learning. I consistently, I'm gonna say, ever since last spring. So in November will be a year since I start playing pickleball, but only for the past 6 months I've showed up consistently 7 days a week. It's an obsession, Mark. It's an obsession. So what I would say to that, maybe in the daytime, I need to start creating my live streams on TikTok, but also one of the goals for me is start creating those voice recorded freaking videos about my process. But Mark, when I'm in the process of creation, and again, that's maybe a thing I have in my mind, that I have a little blockage where I want to create and I don't want to talk. When I'm creating my live streams, I just want to create. I don't want to
nah,
freaking.
Anna, you film them. You do the voiceover clip afterwards. You know,
I know, I know,
I
I
know
know.
it's more work, Anna. It's more work. I get
It's
it.
Yeah, exactly. But needless to say, it's definitely a goal to start creating big artworks, to start voice recording about the videos and doing live streams for sure. Yeah, I need to scale it up. You reminded me of doing so, but also I think it's time to talk about an inspiration. I have ordered. I have it in my house. 3 sets of the Russian dolls, except yours are fully ready. Mark, ladies and gentlemen, this is a quick hint of what I'm putting my mind to work very soon. So yes, I want to ink them and I want to paint on them and I want to make my own collection of intricate line work in Russian dolls, because yes, I do have a Russian soul. From the moment I was born in Soviet Union till the day I die, Russian will never leave my life. So therefore, I said it. Yeah, as much as I am familiar with American culture and New York as well, I do have a lot of cultural uh, background. So for me, yeah, no, that will never leave my soul ever. Nope.
The Anna Z
So
special
yeah.
collection nesting.
No, wait, hold on, Mark. You promoting these Russian dolls as if this is me. I did not do these. So I do have 3 sets of the Russian dolls, which I will paint on, and I will be offering them for sale. Only limited 3 sets for now. When one of the first pieces I will create, I'll make sure to record a video process and make sure to share it with everyone. Hopefully, I will not fuck it up because it's going to be very nerve wracking to paint on something that I've never, paint on a surface that I've never touched before, which is wood. Yeah, so I only worked on digital and paper, so therefore this is going to be extremely nerve wracking. But I think I'm right. I just need I need to disconnect from the world and make shit happen in the sense of creativity. You know, I don't have stencils when I paint. I don't have stencils when new ideas come in for play. But I think it's very important for me to go with the flow and release what has been hidden inside of me for such a long time, because again, I am a self-taught artist. I don't i don't want to learn to paint from life, from looking at objects and draw from them. I don't want to do that. I want to release the flow of what comes with that. That's how I like to create, and that what gives me the most satisfying way of creating my style of art.
Custom physicals. Love it. Love it. All right, Anna. Um, Before we say goodbye, uh, hit everybody with some inspiration. If let's just say people are feel like they're in a loop every day, doing the same thing every day. Sometimes that can reflect in their art. They want to push past some boundaries. They want to add some color. They want to make some changes. Maybe give them some inspirational words on what they can do, even though you have not packed this episode with inspirational ways to push your art to the next level. I think it's a perfect time just to, give them some thoughts, Anna. Go ahead. Take her from there.
So I have created this quote, and it has to do a lot with what I've spoken of, right? Letting go of the control and go with the flow of creativity. So here's the quote: creativity begins where comfort ends, right? So fathom on that notion. Your creativity will flourish when you leave that comfort zone hidden somewhere deep and away from yourself. So leave that comfort zone, put it away, don't think about it. It's like that very necessary thing, object you need to overcome. The not object, the obstacle you need to overcome. So don't think about the obstacle, just go at it. I started from nothing. Here I am because I left my comfort zone and I went with the flow of emotions and just released what my imagination had for what I'm creating, right? It's a learning curve, it's a learning process. I think we become better at practicing. So when you practice, things become much more refined and better. I think let's not forget about that. So um, what I also want to say is this Web3 community is incredibly important to me. So is my Instagram community, and TikTok is not as important because there's not much communication going on in there. I do DM with people, but it's not the same. Instagram has certainly way better communication for me, both on comments and DMs. X is definitely spaces is a way of communicating. I think also it's incredibly important. If you feel the need to call a friend, I'm not saying this about myself. I am one of those people where I will reach out to my friends randomly and just gonna fucking call them. Sometimes Mark and I do that to each other, and I love that communication form of communication. I come from the place where we didn't have to text each other and schedule a goddamn freaking call. Just call me, Mark. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of a person I am. If you have something to say, if you have something to share, don't hold back. Always and always, whether you need to talk to your friend, you need to vent to someone about it, because the more you hold within you, the I don't want to say this word, but it's like it's gonna
Turns you into acid, Anna.
thank you. No, it's gonna rotten your soul. So I think for me, it's very important to release my emotions through a conversation. Whether it's a public conversation, sometimes I go raw, and sometimes I get in trouble by saying things people may not like. But guess what? Ask me if I care. Other people's opinions don't pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? So take me as I am. I am what I am. Leave it or take it. And also, uh, what you see is what you get. I am how I am. I definitely have lived a long life to become a person who I am today. For the longest time in my childhood, believe it or not, I was one of those kids where I would only speak until I'm being spoken to. That's the type of childhood I grew up with. But hey, they released the beast into this world. Yeah, I could talk forever, but just like you, Mark. Thank
Nothing,
you.
nothing to talk about, Anna. I don't know, Anna. I'm gonna stop listening to
You,
you.
you bring the most positive energy out of me, Mark. To be honest with you, this almost 2.5 hours passed by like that. So yeah, it's been tremendous for me.
You last week, 2 weeks ago, we were. I had to pick up you, Zapata, and Mariana. We went to the exhibition, and you was in the car talking about like, man, you called me, and it's like we got to talk right now. Get on, fuck you. Yeah, and I was like, I do the as you were saying it, I was like, I do the same shit to Anna. I'm like, Anna, get on the phone. Like, you can get on the phone right now. Like, so let's talk. I got ideas. But yeah, I feel like the best friends you make are the ones that you don't necessarily have to see them every single day, but you talk to them one day now, you talk to them a month from now, and the relationship just picks up, right? Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, and those are like the best relationships because it's
I
every
think best friendships
yeah.
form when there's unconditional friendship is there. Like you don't have to rely on being friends with that person for one specific reason. Just be a friend. Be a friend. To me, loyalty and friendship is everything. And I know I'm a loyal friend and I value that quality about myself. I'm very proud to have that quality. I'm very proud the way my upbringing was so, and I've seen those friends that would value me for one specific reason or another, and those friends are no longer in my life. So only those remain, very few close deep friends to me that value me unconditionally. And unconditionally I mean, like, I don't rely on them doing shit for me and vice versa. But if they do need to wake me up in the middle of the night, guess what? Anna wakes up and does it. That's how I am as well. So I think, yeah,
What
that's how
what?
it.
Go ahead. I mean,
Just to end a few, that's how I am on the Web3 as well. I'm happy to do and go above and beyond. Just be authentic in asking, right? And don't forget to pay it forward. You know what I mean? So yeah, yeah, yeah.
So Anna, I'll say one thing. One of the things that fucking drive me nuts. One of the things that people, when somebody hits me up and they're like, "What's up, stranger?" I can't. I
Okay, I will never call you stranger
I
ever.
don't ever. It's. I like to just. What do you mean? You busy? I'm busy. Like it's just as easy for me to say hi as it is for you to say hi. So it's like it's. But I like the relationships where it's all of a sudden you get this text message out of the blue like a month later. It's like, yo, get on the phone. All right, and it picks up right from where you left off. And there's friendships that are like that. I feel like you said, they make the best friendships. Anna, I got one question left. I don't know if you even had time to think about this, but we need a song to close out on. I don't know if you got something jingling around your head. Maybe like "We Will Rock You." Well, that'll get us clipped from every platform. But I feel like
Um,
that's your song you play when you walk out onto the pickleball court or some shit. Um, but I gotta let you pick the song. So, um, uh,
uh,
but you got time. I gotta close the show. I got 2 minutes if you want to think about it.
okay, Fauza, hold on, hold on, hold on.
If you got something,
Yeah,
drop.
I'm gonna send you the link.
All
Hang
right,
on.
all right, all right. Give me 2 minutes. Let me close the show, and then we'll be right back. We'll say goodbye to everybody on comments all over the place, and then we will roll out the song to your art. All right, hang on. All right, y'all. So we haven't had a show on a Sunday, and it's a Sunday. Where was my head? We haven't had a show on a Friday morning in a long time. But I jumped. Just got trying to get Anna to come on for like the last 3-4 weeks.
I know.
She's giving me shit about how we got nothing to talk about, Mark. What am I going to talk about? So as I'm saying to myself, oh my God, there's just going through today. We could have easily did a 4-hour show. But plenty to talk about. We're getting to see the evolution of Anna. If you go back, she has 3 shows, now 4. But if you watch them in order, you will see the evolution of Anna, because you will see the evolution of Art, which you could also check out on all her profiles. And she's always a pleasure to have on, and she always brings such inspiration and such knowledge, and it's always a pleasure to go through all of her art and check everything out. And, just let things hit me from what I see. And I'm waiting for the big Anna Z solo exhibition. I feel like it's coming. I feel like it's coming. So on that note, a very busy week for HOP, for Spaces. Earlier this week holy shit! Earlier this week we started off with Noble. It feels like the beginning of the week was like the beginning of the year. Earlier this week we had Noble on the show. What a great show Noble had. Nolan, who's also known as Noble Heart. It's a very interesting style of art as well. And what a very deep show, a great show. So you guys could check that show out. On Wednesday, we had a community show. We haven't had a community show in a while, but it was a community show drop of 23 artists. We had Sven, who still avoided What's in the Tank, but has agreed to a solo show where he will give us a tour of What's in the Tank. So I'm excited about that because you guys know how I like coral and fish. And we got the 5 great artists we had on that show. So I employ everybody to go back and check out that show. They also had a great drop because that was paired with their Where in the World is Claude drop, which took place on the 23rd. 23 artists, October 23rd drop. Okay, what else did we have? Oh, and then, of course, we ended with Anna Z. So to me, this was like a perfect week. What else happened this week? Tuesday, Spaces, always a pleasure with Linked by Art, Sketch, and Shira, who are over there with the Linked by Art crew, always supporting artists. Always great Spaces from 9 to 11 a.m. And then, of course, what do we have next? Nothing but the best. I think Josh is hosting the show today, so keep an eye out for TGIF, which we got no format. No, there's nothing. You just come in there and bullshit. You stay for 5 minutes, stay for 5 hours. It always ends up being a bunch of friends just sitting out there, shooting the shit about art or, just topics alone. You never know who's gonna be the hosts. Might be Josh, might be Ghost, me, Sketch. Sheena has now stepped up to be a host. As I felt like she was a host last week. We had Bobby Becker stop in. We had Fahima stop in. Might be Chaz. Chaz always stops in and joins in as a host. So we got a good crew going on over there on TGIF, and it's always it's kind of like my favorite time of the week to get in there and say hello to all my friends, do recaps, talk shit. And like I said, you could come and listen. You come and jump up on stage. You're gonna have to force your way into the conversation. Those guys, they like to talk on there. So you got to open up the mic and just tell everybody to shut up. You got something to say. But we do hands. We jump in. TGIF is a fun time. Okay. Future stuff. I have a very big surprise coming with HOP. We have HOP spotlights. We have HOP community shows. We have HOP on location, which you guys have seen. We've Bushwick, we've Dream Canvas. Also, as on location, we have a printing show coming up. Kevin from Light Print has agreed to a show, so he's going to give us a tour of his shop. his printing and how everything prints, which I think is great for you Web3 digital guys, because I think you guys need to get printing. So that's going to be an excellent show. We have some physical artists from the real world, not so much familiar with Web3. So we'll be integrating some physical artist shows now. I got to go back and grab some NFT guys. And then also we have a new implementation of a new HOP show, which I'm not going to talk about now. But I think the show will premiere in December sometime. So I'm working on that. There's going to be a Webby drop. There's going to be a Webby open casting call, which I'm working on as well. And then also, you can check out my physicals. Reef prints are on display right now at Dream Canvas Studio. And I think I might have my second showing. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. I will post, updates on all of that. Did I cover? Oh, yeah, right. Next week, Wednesday. I'm not sure who the Monday and Friday spotlights are going to be yet, but Wednesday, Monday we might rerun. We might do our first rerun of a show. There was a show that got cut short because of internet issues. So I'm pretty sure I might run that Monday and promote that. That was Carlo from Bushwick Gallery. But Wednesday, let's talk about Wednesday. Wednesday is the FCW crew coming back for the big Halloween show where we will all be in costume. So big community show. There's a lot going on with those guys. So that should be a fun show. And then I don't have anything for Friday. Oh, no, wait. We have Chris from Friday from Bushwick that I met last night. This guy's a great artist. He's a physical artist. He's not a Web3 artist. I'd like to integrate both worlds. I like to bring digital, physical, and we got to get Instagram involved a little. There are a lot of great artists out there. So I think we got to start. We got a big pot. We got to mix everybody in it. All right. I think that covers everything. I didn't forget about anything. I think that covers everything. So, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff coming up. And there's a very special HOP show that I'm got in my mind. And I think it's going to do very well. I'm excited to announce it, but I got to work out the details. I'm going to probably be talking about it for the next 2 months, but that's everything that's coming up in the future. So I keep you guys posted, keep an eye on all the sites. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We're going to go back to the computer here. We're going to get Anna back up. That was a mouthful. So obviously things are getting very busy, and things are rolling. But let's bring Anna back up. And let's say hello to all you guys on messaging. So, Anna, be aware you are back on screen.
All right. And, I did not know I was not. So.
Well, you are now. That was me just closing the show.
Yeah, and I changed my background as well to my artwork, one of my Grail pieces.
I am going to leave this up, and while we talk, I got it. I got the track. So. Let's go say hello to everybody and see if anyone's out there. Over on Twitch, what's up, Ghost? We got our first, outside of Catalina Uma, we have our first comment on Twitch. What's up, Ghost? One day we will have millions of people commenting on Twitch, but not today. Only one, but at least one's better than none. So thank you, Ghost, for dropping that comment. I will see you, my excellent co-host in TGIF. Let's take a look at YouTube. YouTube's still quiet. Come on, YouTube. You got to come to life over here. Let's take a peek at Facebook. No, Facebook quiet this morning, too. Okay, let's go over to IG. Whew. Okay, IG has been busy. All right. Choreography. Carlo, good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Zentangle Art Story. So just for you guys that don't know, Zentangle Art Story is Anna. And she is over there on IG, not as Anna Z, but or Anna Zubarev, but as Zentangle Art Story. So if you're looking for her, check her out over there on IG.
I do have two accounts. One is personal, which is Anna Zubarev, where I post my family abouts or flowers, whatever. But Zentangle Art Story is where my art journey is fully documented.
Okay, Liam. Sania, Art East Women, Pontea, Mystique, JP Rios, Masan, Go Easy on It. What up, Owls? Positive Energy, Lily Art Gallery. Mohammed MH. What's up, Mohammed? Mohammed's already into the dolls. Wait until you see the real ones. OZ the Hitman. MH Mohammed says hello, Anna. Sania says hi, Anna. Dominica. Mariana. Josh. Joe Studio. Lord IP. What up, Lord? Fernando. Anthony. Oh shit, what's up, Ant? Ant, well, yeah, we might have to get you on the show, Ant, with your photography. You've been killing it. Rifey, MBS. Sania must be a pickleball player. Anna plays very cool. We have a fellow pickleball player in the house, Anna, over on IG. Don't get me started. We'll be here for another hour. I need pickleball videos of Anna for the next show. She's going professional. We're gonna get our sponsors over here, pen sponsors. IE Club OFC, Mayu. Good to see you guys, Mayu. Rama, always a pleasure. Zahar, Hannes, and Art of Nafis. Thank you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. And last but not least, how could we forget the X crew? What up, X? Lots of comments, lots of love. Matilli, thank you for stopping in. Thank you for joining. We got to get you back on. We got to get that art back up. Hito, good to see you. Good to see you last night. Shout out to Gina and Bushwick. Nice little opening for all the artists they have for fractals. Their fractals exhibit. Very well done. Very nice job. Hito was in the house. Mariana was in the house. Those guys stopped in and hung out. Hito put on his own HOP. So go to his page and check out his own interpretation of HOP. Very interesting. All right, Ghost, good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Ant Biolab, thank you for stopping in. Good to see you. Dorothy, thank you for stopping in. Good to see you. Congratulations on your drop, and congratulations on another great show on Wednesday. Let's see. We got everybody. I don't want to miss anybody. Ghost. Oh, Jose. What's up, Jose? Jose is over there making bread and pizzas right now. But even more so, he had a spotlight show, I think 2 weeks ago, on his brass art. So that was also a great show. I telling everybody to go back and check it out, and you should check out his art. X Labs 2DA. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for joining. Manic, thank you for joining. Thank you for stopping in. Let's see. I wonder if Jose's in the kitchen right now. Who else we got? I want to make sure I got everybody here. I want to make sure I said hello to all you guys. Yes, that covers everybody. Hito's over there cracking up. Yeah, Hito, the bread's going to make bread. That's right. Tell Jose, we are all interested in trying out your bread because we're looking at these pictures of you cooking bread. All right, Anna. That is everybody. Nice turnout for Anna. I want to thank all you guys for supporting the show and turning up for Anna. She is a great artist. A great source of inspiration. She was one of the first persons who had faith in the show. She came on, no questions asked, jumped on the show. She's like, let's do it. Before any of you guys were on the show, Anna was on the show first. And so she took the first leap of faith. And here we are a year and a half later, knocking out the HOPs like no tomorrow. So Anna, for that, I am always grateful. You and Josh were some of the first two who had faith in the show when nobody knew what the show was about or who the show was or what was going on. So you guys really supported me in the beginning, and I love to show the same support. So on that note, Anna, I'm looking forward to the next one. I'm looking forward to all the stuff you're going to tell me. We have nothing to talk about in like 8-9 months from now. And I'm looking forward to the big 40 by 60 canvas. I'm looking forward to all the new stuff, all the physicals. I'm excited, Anna. So, and I'm also excited for the big solo exhibition, which I'm ready for. You got Jose in the box talking about how he's going to make banana bread for your big exhibition. So a lot going on. And I just want to say I love you guys. Thank you for the support. We got Anna's song here. Anna, last chance to say goodbye to everybody.
Hi, everybody, and bye, everybody. Thank you so much for this incredible share of support for you, for your presence being in here today, for listening to everything that both I and Mark's shared about my journey, about just life in general. Obviously, pickleball is a big part of my life. So, yes, take it with a grain of salt. Certainly, I look forward to endeavoring further and further into doubling into adding color into my art. So, and of course, working on physicals, large physicals. Yes, yes, yes. Uh, that for sure. But of course, big shout out to each and every single one of you that showed up for me. Thank you. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. The song that I've shared for Mark to play us out is by Fauzia. I believe she's Middle Eastern by descent, but she sings beautifully in English. And she is singing this beautiful song, which is classic for Lise. And it's one of my favorite songs in most recent times. So yeah, I can listen to that forever and ever and ever. And her singing abilities are just absolutely breathtaking. So, but I hope this song will resonate with you. Thank you guys once again. There will be spaces galore today. I know at 12 p.m. Charlie's hosting spaces with Hedgecoin, which is part of the drip. Then at 1 p.m., Marc is hosting TGAF, and so is Russian Spaces that I like to join in as well by X Labs. They do them simultaneously at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know who else is hosting shows today, but I know Chaz. Well, Anastasia will be hosting an interview. She's interviewing tonight Delta Sauce at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know if you want to get to know Delta. Here's your chance to get to know about that artist on tonight's show that Anastasia will be hosting. And yeah, I mean, tomorrow I'll be touching grass, and on Sunday I'll be visiting Orlando. So probably you will not hear from me a lot this weekend, but certainly you've heard a lot about me today. So let that sink in a sense of Anna Z, too much of Anna Z. But I don't know, is it really too much of Anna Z at the same time for 2.5, almost 3 hours now? Holy shit, Mark! I did not know what the fuck we're gonna talk about. Hey, but we found it. You brought me a tremendous inspiration today, Mark, and I thank you for that. Thank you for once again your friendship, for your unconditional love towards me. I don't know what I did to deserve that, but I take it wholeheartedly to the heart. I really, really do. I feel your good vibes. I feel your good energy. And right back to you, Mark. I'd love to pay forward one day. And I'm pretty sure when opportunity arises, I will. So that's how I live my life, one day at a time. And one hand always shakes another. That's what I truly believe in. And most importantly, guys, remember this world has a lot of evil. Don't be one of those people that spreads hatred and negativity. Just spread love wherever you go. Give love to people because that's what people need in today's day and age and always have. Spread love wherever you go. That's the end of my conclusion of
Oh my God, Anna, you froze. Anna
my
froze.
heart.
Oh, there she is. Okay. All
Oh
right, Anna.
shit. Am I back?
Yeah,
Am I
yeah,
back?
you are. But even Google said, "Pump the brakes. Let's go. We got to get out of here. You ready?"
That's right. Let's go. Play us out.
All right. All right. See all you guys later, Anna. Well, hang on, Anna. So.
I'll dance, I'll dance like a puppet on your string. I'll sing when you order me to sing. I'll ring like a desperate violin. You're so musical. it's true. You're unusual, creative, hard to do to be amused. So play me like my name is Charlize. Lie to me and say you'll never leave. Drown me in your twisted melodies. I'll pretend you wrote them all for me. I'll jump. If you ask, I'll say how high. I'll run like a shiver down your spine. For you, I would give you my own life. You're so musical, an artist. You make a lie sound like it's true. You're unusual, creative, hard to do to be amused. So play me like my name is Charlize. Lie to me and say you'll never leave. Drown me in your twisted melodies. I'll pretend you wrote them all for me. You're so musical, an artist. Won't you play me like, won't you play me like? Play me like my name is Charlie.
And that was a damn good show. See everybody on the next one. Nothing to talk about, my ass.
Are you done recording, Mark?
Hang on. I'm shutting down the streams.
All right.